Oh my God. I kind of wanted to take advantage of the fact that nobody's flying in the restricted airspace over Niagara Falls and get some aerial footage through that area that really would be kind of never seen before. Okay, just got off the phone with Buffalo Tower. Let me back up. The airspace over Niagara Falls is a restricted airspace, and it's comprised of two different sets of restricted airspaces. This is the Canadian side, which is CYR 518. So all the Canadian portion of that area is a Canadian restriction. And then over the American side, over American soil, there's a separate American restricted airspace. So Transport Canada on one side, the FAA on the other side. I spoke with the FAA and they basically said, probably get your permission to fly in there. The reason their airspace is restricted is because it's mostly occupied by helicopter tours, which are also constantly running circuits at low altitudes. The restricted airspace is from surface all the way up to 3,500 feet. So I've seen Niagara Falls from 3,500 feet plenty of times. I've just never been able to fly low, really get the essence of the falls. And that's what we want to do in this instance. With respect to the tours, they're all shut down now because of COVID-19. So my thought process was, well, the airspace is empty. So can we make use of this, try to get permission to fly sort of once in a lifetime flight? I just talked to people at Buffalo Tower and they said, yeah, we're totally on board. All you got to do is just tell us roughly when you're going to be doing it, give us a general idea of your operations, and we will forward it on to the appropriate services, and then we'll set up a time. Like, this is actually happening. Absolutely crazy. Never thought I'd be able to fly there. And oh yeah, don't mind the mask and the hat. This is leftover from work. I just basically wear it all day, every day. All right, it's looking like a go. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
My understanding is you did get clearance through the restricted area, but you're going to be on this side, the U.S. side of the river.
Correct, that's correct, yep.
I guess I'll see you at 8 o'clock. I'll be actually working this position, and you're only going to be up for half an hour.
You got it. Okay, thanks. We'll talk to you later. I've just cleared it with ATC. We're a go. They said they were the only people who will have flown through this area that weren't tours or law enforcement or some sort of special operation. So that's pretty cool. Okay, we gotta go because we have a tight schedule.
You're so excited right now.
A little bit.
I haven't seen like a smile like this on your face in a long time.
I'm kind of nervous because this is probably gonna be the only time that I'm gonna be able to do this. And we have 30 minutes. They said
Stressing me out.
you have from 0 hour Zulu to 0030 hour Zulu. We're gonna be the only people who have done this, except for like tour operators and law enforcement. So I'm kind of stoked. Just nervous that we're like, I don't know, gonna waste it, you know? Just gonna go and the shots are gonna be shit and whatever.
Well, the shots are on me. That's why I'm nervous.
Well, I got the GoPros, or like the GoPros, all the GoPros are gonna not work or something, or something stupid.
If that's what happens, that's what happens. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm really nervous, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's pressure on me now to get the shot. Last time I actually we were actually physically making a video that was like conceptual like this, and we had it planned out, and we were shooting photos, and we had the doors off. It was a very long time ago. I feel like I haven't been shooting as much, and I'm not that efficient right at the moment, so I'm really nervous I'm gonna f it up. Also, the doors are off. Also, I took Gravol. Let's just fingers crossed that what happened last time doesn't happen, but I will power through it for the shot, okay? Okay, I'm trying to figure out what lenses I'm gonna bring right now because he's got me stressed the f out right now. Don't wanna miss the shot.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
Stop. 30 minutes to get the shot.
You'll never get this opportunity
Stop.
ever again.
Stop it.
But it's not even like you and anybody else who does a tour. It's like the tour guides, they go on these prescribed routes over the fall. We're still gonna be limited to the routes they take. We're just doing whatever routes we want, as long as we're on the US side of the board.
I'm gonna shoot 10 to 18 on the APS-C camera, super wide. And I'm gonna shoot 24 to 70 on the A7R because if I wanna get any more telephoto, my raw files are fucking massive, so I can crop that shit in if I have to. That's my final decision. All right.
Seatbelts fastened. Doors closed and latched on my side. Cabin items secure.
It's been a while since I've been doors off.
Yeah, been around here. Buffalo Airfield Traffic Helicopter 300 Whiskey Zulu. Air taxiing from behind the hangars to runway 06 for the left, crosswind departure, Buffalo Airfield. Buffalo Airfield traffic, helicopter 300 Whiskey Zulu, left crosswind departure from the pattern, Buffalo Airfield. Buffalo approach, helicopter 300 Whiskey Zulu.
Helicopter 300 Whiskey Zulu.
300 Whiskey Zulu is just departing from Buffalo Airfield en route for a scenic tour around Niagara Falls. Pressing flight following.
Helicopter 0 Whiskey Zulu, squawk at 0434.
0434, 0 Whiskey Zulu. We actually cleared this with the FAA first, who apparently had to escalate it all the way up to Washington, D.C.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
To get permission for, I guess, a variance in the restricted airspace, in flying in restricted airspace. And they doubled back to air traffic control here locally in Buffalo. And they handed me off to the ATC here, who's been really working with me closely to make this happen. We've been planning this for weeks, and it's finally happening, so it's amazing. Don't think this is just us, oh hey, there's nobody in the restricted airspace, let's just fly through it. You know, this has been weeks in planning. The time of day we chose was after work, obviously, because I work during the days, and I'm not on call this week. We want to shoot it at golden hour when the sun's low. Now that makes for very difficult lighting because the sun is low. We have to be very strategic, so beforehand I was using our app TPE to figure out the sight lines. For any low flights, one of the main issues with flying low is that collision with terrain is one of the main risks. Another thing we talk about is wire strikes. We have to also be cognizant of safety of people and property on the ground. We're flying over the falls, we're flying over water. We've already relegated if we're going to have an emergency landing, we've got to put it down pretty much at the shoreline or on the water. The risks are solely taken on by the occupants of the aircraft, and we can't put anyone else at risk on the ground. We actually did a video on helicopter safety, and a lot of you guys didn't realize that helicopters, in the event of an engine failure, actually can glide in the form of an auto-rotation. So link to that video up here. Time is 23:59 Zulu, and we are authorized into the restricted airspace at 0 hour Zulu, so in 1 minute, and we're just coming up on the restricted airspace now.
300 Whiskey Zulu, you can change over to 122.05 and just report back on when you're done.
Roger that, 0 Whiskey Zulu. Black R-44 helicopter, 1,100 feet. Going to be doing orbits between Horseshoe Falls and American Falls. Black R-44 helicopter overflying American Falls at 800 feet. Okay, so American Falls here on the left. Wow.
Am I allowed to put my out?
Yeah, if you want.
Oh my god. They're just like blowing away, like little sausages. Scary.
I got mist all over our GoPro now, so that was, I think, the shot.
Insane. It really smells
Yeah, it's like stinky.
fishy.
We got to stay tight to the shore because the American border comes really close here. We have a narrow spot.
Burf-orama.
Got Bridal Falls down there.
Yeah.
All right, goodbye, Falls. Buffalo approach, helicopter 300 Whiskey Zulu, back with you on 126.15.
300 Whiskey Zulu, roger.
All right, we'll never get to do that again, ever.
That stresses me out.
Why does it stress you out?
Because what if I just completely fucked it?
I'm sure you got a couple.
Well, the experience was cool.
Yeah, that's the other side of it too. It's like just being able to do it
Yeah.
and not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like, doors off was the correct decision.
Whiskey Zulu, roger, if we can change approved.
Roger that. Thanks again. I really appreciate it, James. This is a flight for the books.
Well, that was deadly, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you. You survived. You didn't get sick either.
Well, the evenings proved to be very good and smooth. If it was really bumpy, I think it would have been a hard one.
All right, we did it. I can't believe we just finally did it.
I can't believe we did too.
That's been like, well, it's been months now in the making. As soon as COVID started, that's when I started making calls.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Anyway, that was once in a lifetime for sure. All right, well.
You look so happy.
I am. Well, okay, first of all, disclaimer, kids, don't try this at home. Exceedingly dangerous, very dangerous flying low, especially with low light.
Is that why you're wearing the shirt today?
Oh yeah, this is from my buddy Trent Palmer. He has a aviation YouTube channel, but some of his merch said, "Fly low, don't die." I just had to have it. With that said, don't try that at home. This was...
Who's gonna try that at home?
Yeah, I suppose. Anyway, this was done in coordination with the FAA. We did not overfly people or property. We stayed over the water at all times, and therefore, if we had an engine failure, we'd be the ones who died. Not the people on the ground. So while some of this imagery may have looked risky, know that the risk was taken on solely by myself and Becky for a short period of time, but I think it was worth it. That's the risk you take, you know? You get a once in a lifetime opportunity to get that footage. Nobody else has footage like that, probably in the world.
It's a lot of pressure to put on one.
But yeah, like that's unique footage. Not even the tours will get that because the tours stay a lot higher up. This was literally probably the only footage like that exists that I can find anyway. Watch out, people are gonna prove me wrong and just Google all that. They're gonna Google footage and find stuff that prove me wrong.
Like unless you like fly your drone illegally.
Yeah, I guess people fly the drone illegally, but yeah, we didn't do that. So we did it legit. I'm stoked. That was fun. We haven't done a crazy helicopter adventure in a while.
I also haven't seen you this happy in a really long time.
I'm not happy. I'm all right. I'm just normal.
Your smile is outrageous. It's ear to ear. I can almost see like your back molars or whatever they're called.
All right, with that said, we're gonna end the video here. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified when we post new videos. We'll see you on the next one, whatever that may be. I tried to look at the footage and review it on the back of the GoPro, and it took forever to load. It just had no files there. I got really scared.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Hi, Chris and Lizzie. Holy shit.